Here's what I think about when it comes to men approaching women.
Today we're reacting to clips about men checking out of relationships in 2025 and why so many women are shocked and confused about what changed. Let's get into the first clip.
Unpopular opinion, but I get why men don't approach women in public anymore. Like, I get it. I've seen videos of men approaching women, and women can just be so rude. Like, I get if you have a boyfriend. I get if you're not interested. But, like, look out for us. Because that moment that you reject him in the worst way, it's just like he's never going to do it again. And I hate that for us.
So let me get this straight. Y'all created the hostile environment. Now you're sad the labor force is gone. Men ain't risking public humiliation so you can hate that for us. Nah. Enjoy the silence you curated.
Here's what I think about when it comes to men approaching women. Why don't you do it more often? Honestly, I'm getting sick of everyone being like, well, women have just shut us out so hard or they don't want to be approached anymore. I'm like, okay, listen. First of all, you can tell a vibe if it's there or not immediately, right? A guy came up to my friend and I at Boondocks and he was like, are you guys from here? And we're like, yeah, but we're not from here, but we live here now. And whenever you go to Boondocks in Scottsdale, you know they're going to be surrounded by bachelor parties, okay? So, like, just keep your eyes open, keep everything peeled. Like, you're going to probably be around some guys that are trying to, like, look to just be there, hit it and quit it, which is, I mean, good for you. Came in and he was like asking us where they should go, and we're like, you don't have anything planned? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, that just seems like wrong, and it seems like an excuse for you to come up to us, but like we weren't mean to him. We were just like talking to him, like it was a conversation. I think like if you just go up to a woman and have a conversation, why not just try it? I don't get it. The Falcos in Scottsdale. I think the biggest thing for me is that I'm a confident, outgoing person. I really do have no problem going up to someone, but like I want to see if a man has confidence and comes up to me, because that's what I ultimately find sexy. Like if you have confidence and you have a good personality and you come up to me and you have no problem doing it and having a conversation, like I'm into it. I think that's really sweet. Obviously, it depends how the conversation goes. If I can read that you're just kind of like a weirdo after that, like then I'm going to be like, okay, swerve, right? But if you can hold a conversation, then most likely I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, how you doing? I don't plan to meet the love of my life at a bar, but you never know. It's just getting to a point where I'm like, wow, men and women really are not speaking at bars anymore.
Men need to approach more, but also read her vibe instantly. Avoid looking weird. Avoid looking too confident. Avoid looking not confident enough. Avoid being boring. Avoid being too eager. Avoid being too casual. Avoid being too planned. Avoid being too unplanned. And still risk being curved. Then she says, why not just try it? Because y'all made the difficulty level Elden Ring on hardcore mode and then complain nobody's playing.
Okay, I was out of the dating scene for quite a few years, and now that I'm back in it, I have some observations that I need to explain. I don't think the dating scene sucks, okay? I think it's just different. Number one, millennial men have given up on dating. I literally think that's why older women are going for younger men, because millennial men just don't care anymore. I think they've just have thrown in the towel because I think girls are really mean, and which brings me to my next point. Like, the girls are so mean to them, but then they want a man at the same time. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense. That was my second point, is that women hate men more than ever, especially millennial men. I don't know Gen Z women. Okay, I'm not friends with them. They don't want to be friends with them. They hate men more than ever, but they still want a man. Okay. And then my third point, I don't know what happened, but now nobody posts their significant other. So if you think that you're going to like creep on a man to find out if they're single or not, like if you see them at a stoplight, okay, not really, but if you think you're going to creep on a man on Instagram, their girlfriend, fiance, wife is nowhere to be found. Like, it is, I don't get it. When did it become so uncool or like weird to not post your significant other?
She came back to dating and realized everything's upside down. Men checked out because they're tired of the rude treatment. Women want men, but act like they hate men. Nobody posts their partner anymore because privacy is the new survival strategy. Simple. Dating isn't worse. It's just changed, and nobody knows the rules now.
I really can't deal with the girls are scary. This is part 85 of Harsh Sister Advice, where I explain things to men as if they're my brother. Even if we are scary, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to hide under your bed for your whole life? Or are you going to face your fear, overcome it, get out there, and meet a good woman? There's really no excuse for not shooting your shot and not starting a conversation with someone that you think might potentially be a good match for you. What are you so scared of? Rejection? Hearing, "I'm sorry, I'm not interested." Or her friend walking up and saying, "Sorry, she has a boyfriend." Or her giving you a dirty look and walking away. Like, think of the worst possible scenario of a girl rejecting you. It's probably still not that scary. No girls can be mean. Trust me. Start practicing rejection therapy. If you need to purposely go up to women that you think are out of your league, it'll help you get out of your own head and face your fears, then do it. Come back for more Harsh Sister Advice.
This girl is basically saying, yeah, we're scary. So what? Man up and deal with it. But this is exactly why men checked out. They're tired of being treated like they're supposed to absorb unlimited rejection, disrespect, and attitude for the privilege of talking to someone. She frames it like men are scared of women, but really men are tired of the hostility, humiliation, and double standards. And telling guys to go get rejection therapy just proves the point. Women know how mean other women are. They just expect men to endure it anyway.
Now, this is a story all about how I asked the guy for his number and he turned me down. There was this attractive guy who I was flirting with. He was flirting with me also. And I thought, oh my God, this is it. Not really. Anyway, he came over to my table and said, unfortunately, he was leaving. And I said, I don't normally do this, but could I have your number? To which he responded, if you don't normally do this, maybe don't start now. And I was like, what? Okay, so you don't want me to have your number? And he said that he was trying to be a gentleman. And I was like, okay, and just ran off. What the fuck? What? I've never asked a man for his number before, and I don't go out there and expect men to give me their number, but we were flirting. We were being really Why did he come over and say, I'm not giving it any more energy. I just wanted to share it because I'm never asking a man for his number ever again.
So basically, she finally did what men do every day. Took one shot, got one rejection, and immediately said, I'm never doing that again. Welcome to the male experience. Dude curved her politely, didn't insult her, didn't embarrass her, and she acted like she just survived a natural disaster. Men get rejected like 47 times before lunch, keep it pushing, and still gotta stay confident. She gets rejected once and retires from the sport. And women wonder why guys are checking out.
I think these men don't approach us because, like, there's nothing for them to, like, approach us on. Like, there's nothing for them to comment on. We need to make it a little bit more, like, easier. Like, wear something, or, okay, I took my dog, saying this because I took my dog to the gas station. I get out of the car. Immediately, the man next to me screams, like, I like your dog. He's scared. He scared her and he ran inside because she was shaking and he was like, your dog seems really scared. I'm like, yeah, you screamed at us. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, if we just made it a little bit more easier, like, you know the girls who have, like, the arm tattoos, like, the sleeves? My friend, type 1 diabetic, had a Dexcom monitor. That's how she met her boyfriend, because the guy asked her, like, what is that? So maybe, I don't know, wear, like, a sports hat? Because the man's not gonna, what is the man gonna do? Comment on her hair? Like, oh, I like your, like, no, that come across, that's too much. For first.
Translation. Men don't approach us because we're too mysterious, so maybe make it easier for them. Here's the reality. Men aren't psychic. They already try and get ignored, laughed at, or treated like weirdos. She literally just suggested women hand-feed men a reason to talk to them because apparently normal human interaction isn't enough anymore. No wonder men are checking out. The effort to reward ratio is wild.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I going to have, like, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, like, oh my God.